This is show 4 presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Bluebird Studios. And now, Cholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I was Northland Pioneer College because prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist, which is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's incredibly great how much I've learned. Northern Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so it can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at the locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
All right, back here at the Roundball Shootout, as the Mustangs are going to be taking on the St. John's Redskins in a consolation game. How'd they get here? Well, St. John's was upended by Camp Verde in the first game, 78-44, and then came back and knocked off Leading Edge, 54-44, and then beat up on Pinion before coming up here against Mogollon, which had lost to Holbrook, 54-23 in the first ball game, but then knocked off San Carlos, 59-48, before earning a bye into this consolation setup. Mogollon's wearing his home white, and St. John's in its road reds.
We haven't seen either of these teams play, but Ace Hardware keys to the game, Derek.
Yes, rebound.
Rebounding, limit the turnovers.
Yes.
Score a lot of points. Score one more point than the other team.
There it is. As the ball is tipped and controlled by the Redskins, they're going to begin going right to left along the scorer's table as the offense has begun with Dion Perry coming up and going side to side with Mogollon Mustangs now set up in a 3-2 zone.
St. John's with only 1 loss on the season thus far.
Into the foul line and then back out to the corner. The 3 ball is up from Kyron Lee, who scores that one to get the Redskins up early 3-0. So a patient attack eventually sets up an open look from the outside, and the Mustangs coming back with St. John set up in a little bit of a matchup zone, working that again around the perimeter, just patiently going side to side, eventually with Blake Kelton as he goes now into the corner, gets it right back near the wing. Quicker reverse now to the left, but the zone from St. John's rotating. Get into the interior now where it's back outside, where Kelton thought about a 3. Instead, it's reversed back to the left.
Similar strategy from both teams.
Bounce pass inside where it was a little bit of a short hop for Martineau, where he could really get his hands on that one. Otherwise, it was going to be a pretty easy deuce, but not a good exchange, and he couldn't get the finish. So now here comes St. John's already leading 3-0. Again, patiently just working it around the perimeter, looking for some sort of angle to get it inside. Well, how about just a 15-foot jumper? Graham Nielsen with the finish.
Turns around, has nobody in front of him, and says, I'll take that one.
So a 5-0 start here in the first minute and a half. St. John's in the consolation game with the early lead. Rhett McClaws. Oh, go ahead.
Low-scoring game, you think?
Well, there's pace is certainly indicating that it might be as such. As there is a 3-point shot from the Mustangs. It's not good trying to get the offensive rebound, but it's eventually tracked down by the Redskins. Perry going to slam on the brakes and allow the Mogollon defense to set up. Not too worried about that one. Now how about another quick jumper from Nielsen? He's got it again.
Wow, he's got a pretty turnaround jumper for a big man. Guessing he's a 6'2"-ish.
That's going to force a timeout from the Mustang bench, trailing 7-0, 2 minutes into it. 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Sells the #1 truck in America, Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASS-FAN.
Want fishing? Head to Honda.
I chose Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
All right, back here in the Dome, Round Valley Roundball Shootout, where the St. John's Redskins started 15-0, but now the Mustangs have answered with 8 straight. What's been the key?
I'm going to say the key's been St. John's defense. I mean, I think they've packed it in really nice and forced the Mustangs to shoot from the outside. And when Mustangs were down in that zone, they didn't do a good job even protecting the paint, so it's like why be in the zone, which is probably why they pulled out of that.
Are we back? All right, we're back. Oh, okay. But power was momentarily out here at the scores table. 5:04 to go in the half, 15-8. St. John inbounding this one and trying to corner three out of that inbound. It's not good and out of bounds to the Redskins. Going to move this along the baseline's left side where Preston Wilson will again trigger the inbound play, this time toward the post. Well, foul is whistled eventually after Patterson looked like he couldn't decide on pivot. So to the free throw line goes Nick Patterson. 15-8 score as the first foul shot's no good off the front rim. It was 15 straight scored by St. John's, but 8 straight now for Mugione as the second Mountain Mobile Autoglass free throw will be good. So that stalls, we'll call it, the 8-0 run by the Mustangs, but trying to capitalize further as it's into the corner again in danger zone, and it's actually taken away from Owens. Another turnover forced. They put it into Dion Perry's hands, and now he's trotting into the front court, leading 16-8. Patterson outside the foul line surveys and eventually goes off to Overson. Moving to the left side with a lot of space. Wilson instead is going to hand it off. We're on the run and floating it up with the teardrop is Kyron Lee. So after allowing 8 straight, back into a double-digit lead. As the Mustangs continue to patiently work it along the perimeter. Clock approaching 4 minutes to play here in the half. And able to get points on the last 2 possessions with the 3 ball, but instead that one, Caden Owens just trying to drop it off for Tyler Owens, and it was taken away. It's almost as if the pass was intended for one of the Redskins. Preston Wilson picks up the dribble, goes to Patterson. Hard fake to the baseline, now being defended very closely by Owens, and eventually foul.
Offensive. Offensive foul called up underneath.
We might get a look at that on the replay as the foul is whistled against Lee, and that's his second. That was away from the basketball, so we couldn't see it. As Lee's going to remain out there. Back onto the floor, Graham Nielsen. Giving way is Overson, and I believe Mugione also goes to the bench as Rhett McClaws is back out there. Pushing to the far sideline, trailing 18-8, 3.5 to go. Penetrate and kick. McClaws' 3 is up and good.
That's what you want to do. You want to drive and draw that defense.
Shut out in the first. 18-11 ball game as here's Perry on the attack and has the answer. With that first quarter shutout pitched by St. John's. Kelton outside. Again moves it in front of the St. John's bench. A long high arcing three from Owens. He's got his second deep ball.
Like you said, a little rainbow for 3.
Perry approaches the 3-point line, gives way to Lee. Watches a couple players run in front. Instead, it's outside and isolated with Patterson top of the key. Coming off the baseline again, finds Lee. Can't find anything with the dribble, so it's back up straight away. Had a couple of successful possessions at the beginning with Nielsen. Now he's just going to dribble up to the foul line and try a 15-foot jumper that's not good and tie up in pursuit of the offensive rebound. Nielsen will maintain possession with the Redskins, but I don't think that's baseline left, Redskins inbounding. Wilson finds Lee, a couple bounces to the right side, it just won't drop. Rebounded by Mugione. Here comes Caden Owens. Gets inside and goes right back out. It's controlled by Kelton. And what's Whittle? On St. John's. St. John's started 13-0 in the first quarter. Got the first bucket in the second. But since then, it's been 14-5. The Mustangs outscoring the Redskins throughout the second quarter. Caden Owens picks up his dribble straight away, goes to the right angle. Martineau now with the left hand, goes to the far side of the floor, right back over to Owens, going away from the screen. He's got the left block at the rim. He can't get the finish, but he is bumped and fouled. And Owens I might say that he has really made the biggest difference here as he steps to the line for this Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw, as he's provided a steady hand trying to just get the offense set up, and a lot of his in and out action to set up some of these three-pointers. First free throw is not good. Second one will be coming. He's just a junior. As this one will fall. He has 3 points. And it is just a 5-point game on Everingham.
Yeah, which is, just a great sign for the Mustangs. Like you said, after getting shut out that first quarter, acted like it didn't even bother them. Came back and kept their nose in this game.
Bounce to the baseline. Wilson loses the basketball as he comes back out and trying to go end-to-end is McClaws. One player's back as he goes through the painted area and right back to McClaws, who's going to finish, and it's just a 3-point game.
Having visions of the Globetrotters there, back and forth.
It was nearly perfectly defended by Nielsen, who's going to try to get to the free throw line and will be bailed out. Mid-range jumpers to get the scoring started for St. John's, but nothing since. Couldn't see who that personal was whistled on. Looks like we're going Tyler Owens with his first, as Nielsen's able to get that free throw up and good. Stretches it back out to a 4-point game. This one also high arcing off the side rim, not good. No one's there with the rebound. No, but the ball's taken away by Lee, and he'll go to the free throw line. And now we got a technical foul called against one of the Mustangs. Muggy owns bench.
Unsportsmanlike technical?
Technical foul is called on one, which is Caden Owens. That's only going to be his first personal. Now, he was initially frustrated, I think mostly that Tyler Owens couldn't get the rebound. And then the official now who had signaled the technical foul is now explaining to the Mustangs bench, who has been making the case as perhaps the ball not lying here. Kyron Lee misses the first 2 free throws. But Muggy Owens' bench is stating that I believe St. John's called that technical foul. You probably heard that. As now these are the technical free throws that are being attempted. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws all. Preston Wilson is shooting these up, and he's got that one in. So that's 1 of 3.
They shoot the technicals first?
No, they shot the personal fouls.
Oh, 1 of 3, yes.
So Preston Wilson makes both of those. This has turned into a 3-point possession, and St. John's is going to get the ball back because of the technical foul. So they started this leading just 20-17, now 23-17, and a bucket away from really getting some separation here. As Nielsen's on the outside. Tyler Owens, who has 2 personals now after this exchange, he's on the outside defending him. Instead, it's going to come out to Wilson, who's going to try to go on the attack, but denied at the baseline. Back outside Perry. 44 seconds left in the half. Is Nielsen on the outside again, being closely guarded by Owens. Off the baseline comes Patterson. Eventually gets to him on the right of the lane. Preston Wilson again, now going to put it on the deck as he gets to the rim. Flip that. Nope, they're not going to count that. They're going to say that he was traveling. Not allowing the traveling violation that was called to dissuade them from finding some of that great energy that they've been providing. As eventually they're able to get the stop on the Mustangs. Now down 6, 13 seconds left. As Owens is in and out, going off to the right angle, where again a 3-pointer steps it up from McClaws. It's not good. Rebounded by Patterson. 5 seconds left. Taking a peek. Here comes Perry. Bounce it off, or it's going to be intercepted by Owens. He's going to try one that's about a third of the way up. And can't get it to fall. And it will be out half ends. And Muggy Owens got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now, having fallen down 15-0. Was in at the locker room, trail just 23-17. It's halftime here in the consolation game for the boys. 23-17, St. John's is leading. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
I chose Northern Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist, which is the start to that path. And instructed one U260, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northern Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Bueller has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Bueller Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Bueller and his team have the latest in orthodontic technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Bueller Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Bueller Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I chose Northern Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist, which is the start to that path. And instructed one U260, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northern Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deems Glass in Lakeside. Deems Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deems Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
This has been Jolo Ford.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Getting ready to start the second half here in the Consolation game. Mugion is trailing St. John's 23-17, but Ron Everingham, it is just 23-17, having fallen behind 15-0. And really, if you look at all of the extracurriculars that were involved in one of the last possessions where couldn't get a defensive rebound, wound up committing a couple of fouls, wound up committing a technical foul, and still coming out of that trailing just 6. The Mustangs got to be pretty comfortable with where they are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you go scoreless in the first quarter, I mean, this is a close game, so we'll see kind of adjustments they made.
Start of this third quarter brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it's time for you to choose a college, go to the one that has the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Is now the zone from the Redskins, a little bit more extended out, really trying to force some inattention to detail, I guess would be the way of looking at that, is really harassing the different Mustangs on that far sideline. As Deion Perry, as Mugion has now switched and is now going right to left along the scorer's table, and the ball is inbound back toward midcourt, which is going to be controlled by Owens. Push to the baseline left and right back outside. Now forcing a pass to the foul line. In and out where Owens is going to find Owens. Right back to Tyler Owens on the feed. Great look there provided by Caden Owens.
Yeah, Owens did a great job attacking the big man and then dishing it off right hand side.
All right, now we've seen Mugion attack the zone. But the Mustangs on the defensive end fall into man pressures. That time on the attack and missing that runner, but it's going to be rebounded. Putback's not good. Now going over the back and a jump ball is called. Oof.
A lot of skill shown there by number
20. And it gets the inbound and he can't finish. So Overson, no good there on that first one, then commits the frustration foul on the other end. First, but I think that he was going up Kelton's back in large part because he couldn't knock that last sequence down, as Kelton can't make the first free throw. He was one of the first Mustangs to score when he knocked down a three-pointer. The Muckio Mustangs got 4 3-balls in that second quarter, really start to close the gap. Now trailing again, just 3, 23-20. And the Redskins looking to respond is again manned up. A little bit hesitant as a result as Nielsen ball fake at the elbow, back outside, now to the right block. We're trying to again use that size advantage from Overson. This time he had posted up Caden Owens. Owens is scrappy.
Yeah, Owens just with a little up. Got called for a cheap one.
He's again matched up one-on-one on this time the left block. Is there an alley-oop? A conversion off of the inbound. Never coming down with it was Nielsen. That's his first bucket since early in the first quarter. 25-20. There's a no-look pass from the Owenses, and then back to the far sideline. And now reading that one and filling the passing lane, taking it away as Wilson going one-on-one in transition to finish. And there's quick 4 points there for St. John's to get the lead back up to 7. Turnovers haven't really been a factor since early in the first quarter, but they're providing the Redskins with the separation as Owens gets to the baseline left, picks up the dribble, forces this one back outside, and a foul is going to be whistled on Perry. Just his first. The extended pressure along the perimeter really starting to take a toll here as the Mustangs nearly with consecutive turnovers, and all of it just because of being rushed out to the sideline or baseline. Here's Kelton forcing this one over to Owens. Take a three-pointer over 2 defenders. It's not good. Rebounded by Owens, who's going to try to go right back up high off the glass. Not good. Trying to get his own miss, where it's instead going to be controlled by Martineau. He can't get the finish. 4th opportunity for Caden Owens. He's short. Rebound coming out, but this one with the head of steam is Lee. He's going against 2 defenders and will force the issue and get to the foul line.
Well, down on the other end, you can't say enough about just Mogion's tenacity to get to the board and get the rebounds, but just not able to put it in from short range.
Had 4 looks. 4. And instead, out of it is Kyron Lee looking to try to continue to pad the lead, but it's very short.
If you give me 4 chances at the layup, I like my chances for 1. So.
That's what separates you and I. Because I'm going to
more of a 3-ball
another
shooter.
4. Yeah, I don't like contact. No defense, lots of 3s. 1 of 2 made by Lee. 5:42 to go here in the third quarter, and it's been 5 straight scored by St. John's in a game of runs. Now packing in that 2-3 zone after having it extended out to the well beyond the 3-point line. But patiently working along the perimeter. Right now Kelton starting at the right, coming to left, picks up the dribble, goes back to the far sideline.
You know, there's something to be said about the intangible of your bench. It's what you hear on the effects mic here. We don't hear much with Mogi on bench. Well, part of the problem is I think they only have 1 or 2 players
in uniform. Is there another turnover this time when Kelton travels at the top of the key? Kind of put in a bad situation there. Owens was held up, Tyler Owens, on the block, but had to try to force that thing out before he got a little too much attention, and 3 seconds whistled on him. So there was all sorts of great defense there. There's Nielsen again on the attack, and again altering his shot, and again finishing.
Very athletic.
They're spinning and getting this one on the attack, and a nice finish there is Porter Martineau. Over the time stripe with Perry. Going away from the size advantage on the inside, instead trying to use the quickness advantage on the outside. But a great job defending that one from Caden Owens, but the ball's free and tied up with the position arrow favoring Mugion. And off the bench comes Braxton Owens. He's going to spell Rhett McClaws.
Is it just me, or do officials these days seem to call jump ball quickly?
Well,
I mean, isn't it supposed to be a held ball? Like
nobody
for
had possession of that one.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was supposed to at least be 2 or 3 seconds, but I'm old school, I guess. No, carry is a carry.
Oh, Kelton looking around like he didn't think he had his hand underneath that one, but he could have called it for the 1.5 steps he took before he put it down. As he's listed just as a freshman, and I think that there's some frustration shown there. So now he's picking up the ball, and Mugion going away from the zone throughout the second half. As attacking baseline and coming back out of it with the dribble is Wilson going inside now to Overson, who couldn't get that finish. And now it's rebounded on the interior by Owens. Caden Owens along the far sideline, trailing 30-22, 3:48 to go. Inside and out to Kelton. The pass was a little wide. So now with the dribble, he comes near the top of the key, still up and down, and has the ball poked away, but he's able to get it back. Overhand pass to the far sideline, trying to bounce it inside, but it was on the baseline after it was deflected. So the stoppage in play allows Nick Patterson to re-enter, and back out off of the bench comes Rhett McClaws, who's going to spell Martineau. I think McClaws might have had about a minute and a half of game time off of that break. That's Owens inbounds between the rings, and very patiently approaching again the top of that zone. As they fire a pass to the foul line, drop it off on the block where it was not good on the finish, but Owens will go to free throw line, and that was a great job setting that up with Tyler Owens. Free throw line, Owens, who knocked down 2 3-pointers to start the recovery, and puts that one up too far. So Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw we'll have another crack at. Second one is up and this time good. 7 points now for Owens. And the Mustangs tightening things up defensively, but trailing still 30-23.
Only 7 points. They seem to keep lingering in this game.
Oh, there's takeaway on the outside. Caden Owens trying to go on transition where he finishes with a one-hand lay-in. He with 5 points, and now 5 straight scoop by Mustangs. As soon as it looks like St. John's is going to run away and hide, back come the Mustangs as there. A little shove from Barry, can't get the separation, though he gets a loose ball back. Back outside Nielsen. With the right hand, he gets to the top of the key, and then hand it off on the right angle, Wilson. Attacking baseline right. Drop it off Patterson. Trying to go one-on-one on the block and able to get the strength over Owens.
How big a boy are you right there?
Got Caden Owens, Tyler Owens, and Braxton Owens have each had opportunities to defend the post, and all of them out-muscled in different respects as Caden Owens comes on the outside, find Kelton. Again, just patiently working it around. Now it's off to the left block, and Tyler Owens, who couldn't get the drop. Pretty good look. And I think he even tried that with a left hand, but couldn't fall. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go, 32-25. St. John's leading. Nielsen off the baseline, can't get the ball. Instead it's off near sideline. Controlled by Wilson. Inside again, trying to use that size advantage, and again there Patterson with the finish. (34-25). St. John's answers with 4 straight. Here's a 3-pointer from the far sideline. Owens can't get the finish. The ball's free and eventually tracked down by Nielsen. Feels like a big moment in the ball game here as the Mustangs have been able to hang, but right now in danger of going into the fourth quarter trailing by double digits and running out of time. So they're going to need to pick up some stops over the last minute and a half. Is there a cut from Lee, is able to get toward the baseline, can't get the finish, but here's another elevation and rebound from Nielsen, who's going to kick it back outside. 3-pointers on the way, no good, but there's another offensive rebound from Nielsen. He's going to try a mid-range jumper. That one's very short, and eventually it's rebounded by Braxton Owens. 67 seconds to go, and leaking behind the defense. Wait a minute, no, he traveled. Good play.
Depends on when he got the ball, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, one thing is the ref's always right.
No, if you disagree, he'll tee up. Ain't that right, Caden Owens?
Yeah.
So now it's slowly coming into the front court with less than a minute to go. 9-point lead, mid-post. We're burying now inside is Patterson. And again, trying to exploit that size advantage, but couldn't do so. And again now, with the Nielsen slide in front and intercepting the transition pass, here comes Kyron Lee, 1-on-3, as he gets hit hard and finishes.
Wow.
Double figures.
Maybe our Beeler orthodontic straight line play of the game. We'll have to see.
That could be. As the free throw is not good, trying to throw it back in, and instead right over to Wilson, who's going to drop it off on the left block for Nielsen, who's going to get the finish. And if that previous play wasn't the straight line play, that one might be. And a carry.
15 possessions, but back and forth.
A lot of turnovers. Overson going to come in to replace Kyron Lee, who is favoring one of his feet. Getting a little attention at the end of this John bench. As there's 13 seconds left. It was at one point a 5-point game after it had been stretched back out to 10. Now going to Overson on the left block, loses the handle. 4 seconds left, it's back to the baseline, and there's a finish from Nielsen. And there's the buzzer. 15-point advantage where it was at 15-0. at the start of the second quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
All right, 40-25. If you couldn't see the beginning of it, St. John's shut out Mogollon in the first quarter, 13-0 after one, scored the first bucket, but then watched as all but 3 points of their lead was shaved off toward the end of the second quarter. Were able to open up a 10-point lead in the beginning parts of the third quarter, but then the Mustangs had the answer, trimmed it down to a 5-point game. Straight from Graham Nielsen, who's got the ball on the outside right now with 13 points, continuing to try to use the size advantage as Overson's able to get that one up and in for just his second deuce, but it's now a 17-point game as Owens trying to get to the foul line, gets knocked down, no whistle, and slow getting up as here come the Redskins, who are going to have Nielsen going on the attack, but leaves that one up short. It's out of bounds, and I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he was going up for the dunk and just mishandled it a little bit.
Okay.
You know, high school, it's you get excited when you get these kind of opportunities. So.
The socks slid him up.
What's that commercial? You want to get away?
Well, there he is, getting a block on the inside, and then recovering nicely on the defensive end. I don't know if that was him or Overson who got the block, but I'm going to give it to Nielsen because he's going to need to pick me up after he pulls up there from 15 out. It's not good. Well, but now taking it away on the inside and going right back to Overson. Can't get the finish. It's out of bounds to Mogollon. Right now the Mustangs. They don't have a very deep bench. They have really only went to 6 deep, I believe. And now with 7 minutes to go, they've been able to really show a lot of character. Could have just packed this up when they were down 15-0, but now they're giving it away an awful lot. Lots of turnovers here as Nielsen has the dribble poked away by the freshman. Kelton's able to knock it to Owens. Screen in the backcourt, but they're the Mustangs not able to get much going. They're going right at the left block, and they're picking up the offensive fouls. Patterson.
I wouldn't be a very good ref this game, probably.
I think Coach Krzyzewski right now is smiling somewhere. Nick Patterson did it Duke style.
That's my favorite play of the game, actually. Of
a flop?
Game. No, a charge.
Oh, I thought I said that. It's my least favorite, and it's why I don't like LeBron.
You don't like charges?
No. No.
That's what Joe Lunchbox play, man. You don't even have to be any good.
No, that's a problem.
No, okay.
And then when you get dudes like LeBron doing it all the time, it just angries out the blood. Trying to snap an extensive scoreless drought. And there after the miss, Tyler Owens, I believe, just called for the reach. The size, especially with Overson and Patterson, that St. John's is able to throw in waves is really starting to take a toll. Nielsen, who's out there with 5, nope, he's just his 13. Ball fake to get Owens in the air. Instead of to the right of the lane, Perry. He's on the attack with the left hand. Nice shot, but can't get the drop, and it's knocked around, and eventually right back to Perry, this time with the high floater, no good. Rebound this time, it'll be Owens who comes out with it. 42-25, 5:45 to go as Caden Owens is inside, and now this time there's a blocking foul that's called. You can't slide in after he'd already elevated. That's a second. Oh, and his shot fell. I didn't see the shot go down, so Owens is able to get onto the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter and with an opportunity for a 3-point play. I can't remember when Mogollon was last able to get on the scoreboard. It's at least 5 minutes ago. Going back into the third quarters, he has that free throw down. That Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw makes it a 14-point game, so there's still time. We're going to have to get stops, and those stops are going to have to be accompanied by rebounds. As here's Nielsen the early leader for our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports player of the game, but crossing over and trying to get to the baseline is Wilson. Instead, circling back out of traffic, Steve Nash style, and picking up the dribble and going back between the circles. The Redskins can afford to be conservative here with Nielsen now getting close to the foul line. Back inside where it was well defended on the interior by Caden Owens. That was a tough matchup up against Overson. Was able to force the miss, and now here's a wide open three elevated from the corner, and it's up and good from Kelton. And we've seen this story before. 3-pointers making this one a little bit closer, just 11 points separating the two teams with 4:50 to go. St. John's still trying to take its time, working it against this manned-up defense as they go to the right block, and Patterson, who knocks down Martineau, and I think Martineau Patterson to make it again a 13-point game. Bounce it to the corner, where Kelton is hip checked, and that is a 15 foul on St. John's. Baseline, and Diego Amaya is coming in for the first time today. Get an idea about how winded these Mustangs are as Martineau bending at the waist as he approaches the bench. As this one a long inbound back to McLaws, back to the corner, and Owens trying to go back to Tyler Owens as he nearly has the dribble taken away from him, goes to the far sideline. Another 3-pointer from Kelton, not good air ball, rebounded by Owens and uses all sorts of room to score. Caden Owens with the basket. Show presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Yeah. St. John's leading Muggy on 44-33. Derek Ballmer and Ron Everingham here as Graham Nielsen for the Redskins leading the way with 13 points. And he was going for the showstopper earlier here. Couldn't get it in. And he's going to come back out there. But what's really become the St. John's strategy on the offensive end for Overton and Patterson, just providing way too much size for these Mustangs. But they've refused to go away. Had fallen down 15-0, but used a 3-pointer in the first half to come back. And just continuing to lurk. And they're going to force St. John's to really close this out. St. John's has shifted a little bit of its approach offensively, content to use a little bit more of the clock. As this one deflected, but still brought in by Bushman. Now coming back to the right side, trying to force that to the block, nearly taken away, but controlled by Overson. Back outside Nielsen. To the corner on the near side, and again trying to force it. Caden Owens is again going to be whistled. I mean, you can feel for
6'2".
him. Caden Owens?
Caden Owens, 5'7".
Yeah, that's.
I thought you were talking about the other Owens.
No, Caden Owens right now again trying to deny Overson on the block as this one deflected out of bounds and will stay with St. John's. Push.
One of the things we know about Mogi and Mustang teams is they'll never give up. They got a lot of heart.
There's Preston Wilson with a finish to get into double figures. Muggy on, just Caden Owens trying to get inside from the top of that zone, but instead off to Kelton, now right back to him as he bounces it near corner. Skip past to Kelton, nothing doing. 3 minutes to go as Owens is going to try a 3-pointer, got it up and good. 8 points scored in the fourth quarter by Owens. Gets it back to a 10-point game, but again, less than 3 minutes to go as Nielsen at the foul line. Trying to drop that off in the interior, but it's deflected. Had by Wilson as he's going to go outside to the far sideline, try a 3-pointer to answer. It's not good. Overson's got the offensive rebound off the glass to score. To go. It's a 12-point game. There's a quick response from Caden Owens. 15 points from Caden Owens. Yeah.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
St. John's leading Mogollon and trying to hold on here in the consolation game after having been up 15-0 to start. Credit to the Mustangs for trimming deficit to 3. Is here again with the ball handling from Nielsen to drop that off on the inside. Patterson can't get the finish. Tyler Owens elevates for the rebound.
This is Mogion's chance for this comeback.
Well, they got to get quick points. As there's Owens, who has 15, goes inside and out to Owens. Braxton Owens with another three-pointer.
Timeout. Got to call timeout. Except for
40-41. Joe Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
48-41. St. John's leading and trying to hold on here. I don't know how many more timeouts Mogollon has. I think 2. The Redskins have been trying to force it inside with Overson and Patterson having a decided size advantage. They've also kind of slowed down the attack, having run the lead back out to 15. But can they afford to be conservative, I guess is the question here. Do they need to try to get some points and try to open this back up?
The Redskins?
Yeah.
This coaching philosophy, I mean, if I was coaching, I would have them go a little conservative and shoot layups and free throws. But
interesting decision here from Mogollon to almost
go
force them to speed it up. Now they're going to have Nielsen circle this back out.
Oh.
A little bit of a tumble taken after a screen was set. Tyler Owens whistled, and now they are going to get Kelton for a little reach. And that is the 7th team foul on Mogollon. So to the foul line goes Deion Perry for the 1-and-1. Perry has not converted at the foul line yet. First is up and good. 5 points now for Deion Perry. What do we got coming up?
Up next, we got Round Valley Girls' championship game. They're going to be taking on the St. John's girls.
Round Valley?
Oh, sorry, no. Did I say Round Valley? Holbrook
and St. John's. In the girls' championship here at the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. Caden Owens, who has 15, again penetrates and kicks it outside, but a three-pointer misses the rim, and that might do it. 50-41. Nielsen running along the far sideline. Now cuts it to the right side, gets it to the paint, hands it off to Patterson, who's off the glass short. Well, I said that. Thought that they were going to take 4 seconds off the clock. Now 1 minute to go. Still just a 9-point game, and an offensive foul is whistled on Tyler Owens.
Oh, he hit the three.
And a technical foul whistled against the Mogollon bench, and he's out of there.
We got mayhem here.
All right, so there's all sorts of stuff going on.
We're going to have another technical here.
I have a technical on a bench as well.
So 2 technicals called on Mogollon's head coach. And then as that was being sorted out.
You can't celebrate the opposing team's technical, apparently.
Well, I think they're just calling general obnoxiousness.
Hey, careful, you're going to get one.
Well, I don't know. I like to look at myself as beloved news personality.
Okay,
so
yeah, that's true.
These same fans would rise up in my defense.
Yes, they would.
The one big factor that has been going in the Redskins' favor has been their spirited bench.
Yeah.
And right now trying to figure out how they can flip that to the off position, which I don't know if you want to because it's been provided with a lot of juice.
The officials trying to figure out how you administer 3 technical fouls.
technical on the bench on red. Okay, we are going to shoot 2 shots here, and then white will have the ball coming in because they offset to 1 technical, 1 shot. Okay?
Offsetting penalties.
But it was St. John's ball, wasn't it? If you can hear here, we're trying to position the microphone so that they're going to.
Charging foul is an offensive foul, so we don't shoot.
So all we're going to shoot, but all of these
Okay, so the possession arrow is going to be invoked. So it was an offensive foul that was whistled on Muggy, but you're going to use the possession arrow to give it back to the Mustangs.
No, because the order of the way the technicals occurred, the last technical was on
the
red,
bench.
so it will be white ball.
Okay.
I got
There
that
we
worked
got
out.
it. These,
All of this means not a lot.
The
9
officials
points.
are earning their money, though.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you have to really dive deep into the rule book. Yeah, but I'm glad we're not doing that because we got to get some other games going. So there's going to be 2 taken by Perry, who does not connect on the first. And then because the most recent technical foul was called on St. John's, it will be Muggy Owens basketball. The second free throw is good. Well, I've been covering basketball games for getting close to 20 years, and this is a scenario I have never had to describe. What's most interesting is the Mustangs coach is just hanging out at the end of the bench. Now he can say whatever he wants. He's been kicked out. He's turned his hat backwards or something. All right, take it away on the outside. Nielsen wants to get it up and throw it down, but he can't finish. Tyler Owens got in there and made him think about it.
That looked better than the last one, though. Come on.
Caden Owens tries a 3-pointer with 38 seconds left. And a lot of contact here as the Mustangs continuing to try to extend this ball game. Bushman gets it into the front court, drops it off now baseline right, and Patterson stops but can't get the drop. He had it over and wide open on the other side. Here's Caden Owens, who can't get that one down, but there's Tyler Owens with the putback. It's a request being made. There, Patterson does get the finish, 53-43. St. John's does get the win, and we're going to have a Holbrook.
No, tell us what happened.
Okay.
Oh.
First we had the personal foul on 5-1.
Okay.
Coach,
Yep.
vociferously, so they did the first one. He kept screaming at me, so I tossed him with the technical foul.
Gotcha.
Okay. Then we had a bench technical over here. So 2 technical fouls versus 1, and St. John's got 2 shots. But since the last technical foul was on red, white got the ball.
You know, we got your back.
There you go.
You don't owe us an explanation.
Listen, you were like in your pocket. I did this 25 years ago, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, come on up next game.
Thank you for the explanation. There's a 10-point win for St. John's in the consolation game. Going to have St. John's girls now taking on the Holbrook Roadrunners to try to get the championship hardware going back to St. John's. And we'll have that for you in a few. It's round basketball coming up on Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Blue Bird Studios. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.